We're still live on the web. We're still live on the web.
Hello.
Yeah, we're still live. Hey! Oh, that was a good one, dude. Look at it, still going.
This thing, this monster we've created, its powers haven't even been realized to their full extent. The sanctity of my monster preserve must not be violated.
Looks like Washington, D.C.'s become a monster madhouse.
Will you show a movie? I'm trying to watch a movie here. Shut up!
That's what I keep saying.
Watch a movie here.
What movie are we watching?
You know,
I don't know.
it's like a 70s disco party. Oh, music. We're gonna show tonight. Plan 9. Plan 9. From outer space.
Mr. Woods?
Look at this. It's a balloon. The science that goes into this. The science. Why do people watch TV?
Oh, wow.
Plan 9 from outer space. Hold on. You know what's a good sound, kids? When the old lady takes her thing off and it goes.
I'm paying a lot of money for those things, honey. What are you doing?
Plan 9 from outer space is it's called, considered one of the worst movies ever made.
One of the worst movies ever.
I don't buy that. I think it's a very well-made movie. The flying saucers are very realistic. Bela Lugosi's final film. You know, he played Count Dracula. Blah.
Greetings, my friend. We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives. And remember, my friend, future events such as these will affect you in the future. You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable, That is why you are here. And now, for the first time, we are bringing to you the full story of what happened on that fateful day. We are giving you all the evidence based only on the secret testimony of the miserable souls who survived this terrifying ordeal. The incidents, the places. My friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer. Let us punish the guilty. Let us reward the innocent. My friend, can your heart stand the shocking facts about grave robbers from outer space? All of us on this earth know that there is a time to live and that there is a time to die. Yet death is always a shock to those left behind. It is even more of a shock when death, the proud brother, comes suddenly without warning. Just at sundown, a small group gathered in silent prayer around the newly opened grave of the beloved wife of an elderly man. Sundown of the day, yet also the sundown of the old man's heart. For the shadows of grief clouded his very reason. The funeral over, the saddened group left the graveside. It was when the gravediggers started their task that strange things began to take place.
15-4. Yep, right on schedule. There's the old San Fernando Valley out there now.
You better radio in for landing instructions, Danny.
Right, Jeff. Burbank Tower, this is American Flight 812. Over. Wouldn't surprise me any if he's asleep this time of the morning.
American Flight 812, this is Burbank Tower. If I were asleep, you'd never get on the ground. In your case, maybe I ought to leave you up there for good. Over.
You got me that time, Mac. This is American Flight 812 requesting...
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Over. Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Over.
Holy mackerel.
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Are you in trouble?
Trouble?
Take a look for yourself.
What in the world?
That's nothing from this world.
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Are you in trouble? Are you in trouble?
Mayday, mayday. Stand by, Burbank Tower.
You suppose a passenger saw it?
I doubt it. Most of them are asleep. But it was quite a jolt, Jeff. I'll check.
Good. We'll get it ready for landing. And keep it quiet until we get instructions.
Right.
Okay, Danny.
American Flight 812, reporting to Burbank Tower. Over.
Did you hear anything?
I thought it did.
Don't like hearing noises, especially when there ain't supposed to be any.
Yeah, sort of spooky-like.
Maybe we're getting old.
Whatever it is, it's gone now.
That's the best thing for us, too. Gone.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can watch this movie. Or.
National Geographic. Change the channel, look at something else.
That's right, it's Plan 9 from outer space. Actually, in 1959, Ed Wood shot this movie at Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi died.
He stuck a couple of bullets right in it.
He died during this movie. He died.
Yeah, so he had a lot of problems.
He had a lot of problems.
Do you have a show? Are you on YouTube? Are you on Facebook? You know, you can go to the Monster Madhouse Facebook page. Facebook.com//Monster Madhouse. What was that?
You're creating a time warp when you put your camera into the camera.
Oh, like this.
It's us looking at us, looking at us, looking at them, looking at them.
Did we do that?
It is a
Oh!
or something like that.
Look at that. There's the lens.
Not good.
No, we have to go to the thing. No, how does that work? No, I turn it around. Like it's a Philadelphia. Philadelphia.
Yeah, that was,
I had a good time in Philadelphia. Philadelphia was fun. What do you think? You Philadelphia? Hey, watch the balloon!
mess of a guy there that's like doing this.
Oh, let's get back to another part of Plan 9 from outer space.
The grief of his wife's death became greater and greater agony. The home they had so long shared together became a tomb, a sweet memory of her joyous living. The sky to which she had once looked was now only a covering for her dead body. The ever-beautiful flowers she had planted with her own hands became nothing more than the lost roses of her cheeks. Confused by his great loss, the old man left that home, never to return again. At the funeral of the old man, unknown to his mourners, his dead wife was watching.
First his wife, then he.
Tragic.
Tell me something. Why was his wife buried in the ground and he sealed in a crypt?
Something to do with family tradition, a superstition of some sort.
Oh.
Well, it's getting dark. Let's be on our way.
Then, as two of his mourners left his final resting place, minutes later, the police, led by Inspector Daniel Clay, arrived at the scene.
Who found them?
The man and girl.
Medical examiner been around yet?
Just left. The morgue wagon ought to be along most any time.
You get their statement?
Yeah, much as we could. They're pretty scared.
Finding a mess like this ought to make anyone frightened. Have one of the boys take the guy and the girl back to town. You take shots.
Okay, Inspector. What are you going to do?
Look around a little.
It's pretty dark out there. Once you get beyond the range of those lights, you won't be able to see your hand in front of your face.
I will get one of the flashlights from the patrol car.
Okay, be careful, Clay.
I'm a big boy now, Johnny.
Oh, it looks like a bobcat tore into them.
Yeah. Say, Lieutenant, did you get that funny odor?
How could I miss it? Oh, that'll be the morgue wagon now.
That's the fifth siren in the last hour.
Something's happened down at the cemetery. A lot of police cars and lights. I stopped, but I didn't see anything. Oh, well, whatever it is, the morning paper will carry the whole story.
You seem to still be up there somewhere.
Maybe I am.
I don't think I've ever seen you in this mood before.
I guess it's because I've never been in this mood before.
Something about your flight?
Yeah.
What happened, Jeff?
I saw a flying saucer.
Saucer? You mean the kind from up there?
Yeah, its counterpart. It was shaped like a huge cigar. Dan and Edith saw it, too. And when it passed over, the whole compartment lighted up with a blinding glare. Then there was a tremendous wind that practically knocked us off our course.
Well, did you report it?
Yeah. I radioed in immediately, and they said, we'll keep it quiet until you land. And as soon as we landed, big Army brass grabbed us and made us swear to secrecy about the whole thing. Oh, it burns me up. These things have been seen for years. They hear. It's a fact. And the public ought to know about it.
There must be something more you can do about it.
Only there isn't. All but what's the use of making a fuss? But last night I saw a flying object that couldn't have possibly been from this planet. But I can't say a word. I'm muzzled by Army brass. I can't even admit I saw the thing.
like Kay's in trouble.
If that apparition we saw had something to do with it, come on.
Is he dead?
Yeah. He's messed up as bad as those two back there. Suppose that saucer or whatever it was had something to do with this?
Your guess is as good as mine, Larry. One thing's sure. Inspector Clay's dead. Murdered. And somebody's responsible.
You're in charge now, Lieutenant.
Yeah, guess I am. Calton?
Yes, sir?
Get back up the car and gather radio. Tell the coroner he's got to make another trip out here.
Well, how about the lab boys?
Well, who do you think we left back up the car? Boy Scouts? Come on, Larry.
Greater love hath no man than to lay down his life for another. It is always difficult to have last words over the grave of a friend. And Inspector Daniel Clay was a friend, a dear friend to me and to all of us. The bell has rung upon his great career. Now we lay him to rest. A rest well deserved, but so premature.
All right, that was part 2 of Plan 9. You gotta do algebra now. Part 2 of Plan 9. Doctor, do the math. Do some math. Times 7 equals. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Science. Science.
I believe in science.
Science is good.
It works.
I like science. I like science. Captain Kangaroo did science on his show too. But in 1959, think about it. These movies were made for people that go to the theater and they want to see. They want to see Bela Lugosi as Dracula. So what did they have Bela Lugosi look like in this movie? He had the cape and he was doing the thing. I'm Dracula, blah, and he's going through the graveyard like this. I'll suck your blood. I want to bite you on the neck. Yeah, all that funny shit. Vampire. Yeah, no. Oh man, these balloons though. Always adds fun to any event or something. You know, like again, I was talking before they started talking about something. You know, short attention span here. If you need health care during the show, we have equipment. Here, Doc, I want you to demonstrate how this works. Now, let's go out and get a wide shot. Show us how this, how is this supposed to work here? That's pretty nice. It's a nice machine. It's going pretty good. Wait, no, hold on. What happens if you go like this? The guy tries to walk and you go like this.
There's supposed to be tennis balls on this end.
What is that? What is that pink thing? Oh, Jesus. Somebody call the nursing home. Oh, my God. Hey, Doc.
We got it all on video. We need tennis balls.
Yeah, we need tennis balls.
Tennis balls.
We need tennis balls for the end of these things. Anybody got a dog or anything? Just gonna put that out there for now. Let's get into another part of Plan 9 from outer space.
People turning south from the freeway were startled when they saw 3 flying saucers high over Hollywood Boulevard. A woman, startled by the sight in the sky, telephones the police.
comes a time in each man's life when he can't even believe his own eyes. Saucers seen over Hollywood. Flying saucers seen over Washington, D.C. The Army convoy moved into the field. Rockets were quickly set up. Colonel Tom Edwards, in charge of saucer field activities, was to make the greatest decision of his career. He made that decision. Colonel Edwards gave the signal to fire. Swiftly as they had come, they were gone, even to the piercing eye of radar and the speeding jet fighters.
Quite a sight, wasn't it, sir?
A sight I'd rather not be seeing.
Are you worried about them, sir?
Well, they must have a reason for their visits.
Visits? Well, that would indicate visitors. Well, the big gun's the usual way of welcoming visitors.
We haven't always fired at them.
Oh?
For a time, we tried to contact them by radio, but no response. Then they attacked a town. A small town, I'll admit, but nevertheless a town of people. People who died.
I never heard about that, sir.
Well, it was covered up by the higher echelon. Take any fire, any earthquake, any major disaster, then wonder. Flying saucers, Captain, are still a rumor, officially.
Looks like we beat them off again, sir.
What do they want? Where are they from? Where are they going?
They, sir? Who? Well, this is a training maneuver, sir. We only did a little practice firing at the clouds.
Yeah. I wonder what their next move will be.
What will their next move be?
Your space commander has returned from Earth.
Send him in.
You have your report?
We had to pull in here to Space Station 7 for regeneration. We're returning to the planet Earth immediately thereafter.
What progress has been made?
We contacted government officials. They refuse our existence.
What plan will you follow now?
Plan 9. It's been absolutely impossible to work through these Earth creatures. Their soul is too controlled.
Plan 9. Ah, yes. Plan 9 deals with the resurrection of the dead. Long-distance electrode shot into the pineal pituitary glands of recent dead. Have you attempted any of this plan as yet?
Yes, Excellency.
How successful has it been?
We have risen 2 so far. We shall be just as successful on more.
The living, they have no suspicion of your movements?
We had to dispose of 1 policeman. However, none of those risen have been seen. At least not by anyone who still remains alive.
It's too bad it must be handled this way. But it must. Those who we take from the grave will lead the way for our other operations.
Yes, Excellency.
Continue on. Report to me in 2 Earth days.
I feared His Excellency wouldn't take our report this well.
Well, had he been dealing with our own people, his reaction would have been completely different. He understands the difficulties of the Earth race.
What do you think will be the next obstacle the Earth people will put in our way?
Well, as long as they can think, we'll have our problems. But those whom we're using cannot think. They are the dead, brought to a simulated life by our electrode guns. You know, it's an interesting thing when you consider the Earth people who can think are so frightened by those who cannot, the dead. Well, our ship should be regenerated. We better get started.
Was made in like 1966 and 67. Zontar, thing from Venus. That's why they made that word like Uranus. Sounds like it's another planet, but it's also your butt. Uranus. That's why it's funny. Get it? Comedy. Why do people think things are funny? Why are things funny? We don't know. This is Gigan. We're going to go ahead and open this up. Smell the smell. All right, now you pull this side. Hold on, wait. Very careful. All right, here it comes. Ah! Oh, boy. Oh, man, look at that. Look at
pretty
that.
menacing.
It's kind of freaky, isn't it?
Yeah,
Look
you
at
could shave with that
thing. It's magnetic, so it holds in there. Look at that. And when he flies, he makes that sound that Ghidra makes while he's flying. It's like... It's an anti-gravity sound. Check it out. Feel the weight on that.
The verisimilitude is staggering.
I don't know what that means. He's a professor. Look at the detail.
Yeah, I tell you could trim a beard on that thing.
Yeah, you can, and I just might. The craftsmanship on these albatross figures is delightful. It's like part 7 of Plan 9 point something. What do you got? The Monster Madhouse tour bus.
Yeah, man.
Listen to this, kids. You cannot get one of these. So don't even try to call or cry to your mom. I don't want one of there. You're getting one.
And
G.I. Joe got in it and died instantly. It's badass. The Monster Madhouse tour bus.
we got Tammy from Faster Pussycat's old lady in the back. He
Is that
snatched her right up from him, man.
His old lady. How many of you guys out there call your woman your old lady?
That's what he calls her.
Hi, Mom! Do you ever introduce your boyfriend as, this is my old man?
I call him my hubby.
Your hubby?
My hubby.
My hubby. We're gonna do something. Hold on. If you do the live, I'm gonna turn off the live video right now. We're gonna go off of live video. We're going off. I'm shutting the thing off. If I'm not online in 20 minutes, call Zuckerberg and tell him to look for me. I'll be in the deep state, hanging out, smoking some weed with all of that. How do you turn this thing up?
I went out last night and I got faced.
Hey,
I'm telling you, man.
Hey, dude, is that
Face.
proof? Hold on, come out here in the middle. Let me share this video. You have to hit share.
That was a turd.
It's
all
all
ice cream. That's what I heard. I got you.
Hey.
not believe in aliens?
I mean, outer space is pretty big. It'd be kind of sad if we were the only living life forms.
Well, the aliens in this movie are...
I feel like, you know, there has to be some kind of other life out there. The universe is too big for there not to be.
No, you know how you can tell when a woman's lying? Her lips are moving. Let's cut to another part of Plan 9 from outer space.
Residents near the cemetery paid little attention to the blast of thunder and the flash of lightning. But from the blast arose the moving figure of the dead old man.
Hello? Who? Mac? Well, hi, Mac. Sure, I'm all right. I just fell asleep. Tell Jeff I'm all right. Okay, Mac. Thanks for calling. Good night.
Mrs. Trent! Mrs. Trent! What's wrong?
What do you want? What do you want? Touch that glove there, touch the bridge. Don't tell me what to touch. I'll touch what I like. Okay? I'll touch what I like.
Alright, we're still running live. This movie was made in the United States of America to the republic for which it stands, one name under Godzilla, and history and justice for most.
But the film was made in Canada.
Yeah.
Canada.
No, California. California used to be the Golden State.
Still is out in L.A.
Everybody was there, man. It was cool.
There's a lot of urine still
When
there.
you walked around, if you had a band in LA and California, you had a horn section. You had to do it. Now it's just like people moving on with it. But I don't know, man. Hollywood's weird. Hollywood's made a lot of the best movies ever made. Not even great characters. All good. Turn this way. The camera's that way. Look at all. Let me turn the thing around so she can see herself, because she's like Cinderella. If she doesn't see herself for a few minutes, she starts to get sad. So, he did it. Let me ask you. I didn't do nothing.
I think at least 3.
This movie, Plan 9, for outer space, was a big inspiration for so many people over the years. Filmmakers. This is an indie movie. It's like, hey, I can make a movie. The Bela Lugosi died during it. But anyway, there was the remake, or kind of the retelling of the story. It's called Plan 9. A friend of mine, Jerry Morris, and a bunch of other people too. Mr. Lobo! You know who Mr. Lobo is? Raise your hand. Yeah, I see a guy over there. Mr. Lobo plays Criswell. He's a psychic. Aren't you a psychic? He's a psycho. Psycho. That's right. Yeah, we got that. Now, anyway, we're going to show the trailer from the movie Plan 9.
We have a very huge problem.
Destroying the whole town.
Dead guy.
Shortly after dusk, a centralized hub of an unknown form of kinetic energy formed here. After its formation, it sent out a shockwave, or pulse, of the energy. Only recently dead humans seem to be affected by the energy. And to make matters worse, these recently dead humans are being controlled. Whatever did this, it's not from here.
The town has been quarantined.
No one leaves this sector alive.
Identify yourself.
And we need a plan.
I got him.
All right. righty. Looks like I'm done here. Hey, what do you say, babe? Wanna go get some grub? Here you go. Steak. Can't afford steak.
Greetings, my friend. We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives. You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here. And now, for the first time, we are going to bring you the full story of what will happen on that fateful day. The incidents, the places. My friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer. Can your heart stand the shocking facts about rape? God help us in the future.
Check out the Monster Madhouse channel. The Monster Madhouse channel. Made in America. You got the Monster Madhouse channel on Amazon. And the Monster Madhouse channel on Roku.
They'll be at the hatch in a moment. You can open it now, Tanner. Turn off the electrodes quickly. They can't tell us from anyone else.
It's tough to find something when you don't know what you're looking for.
I don't think the lieutenant does either.
Then what are we doing out here? I was off duty an hour ago.
Ah, don't ask me any questions. I'm just a hard hand just like you.
What do you suppose that noise was?
Whatever it was, it's no more strange than the other things happening around this cemetery.
Spirits like old Farmer Caller talked about.
Well, maybe.
The only spirits he saw tonight were those I smelled on his breath.
Well, don't forget, Miss Trent claims to have seen them, too. She didn't have anything on her breath.
She was hysterical.
Well, true, she was frightened and in a state of shock. But don't forget that torn nightgown and the scratched feet.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Guess that's why you're a detective lieutenant and I'm still a uniformed cop.
Sometimes it's only the breaks, Larry. Meantime, let's get...
Lieutenant, did you hear that?
How could we help it?
It sure was strange.
Know what it was?
No more than you do.
If it went for orders, I'd get out of here right now.
It was a saucer.
A flying saucer?
What makes you say that?
Do you remember the noise we heard the other night?
We were knocked to the ground. How could I forget?
Exactly. But you're not remembering that sound.
There you're wrong, Lieutenant. I'm with the fact the sound is similar, but what about the blinding light?
Well, haven't you heard? And many times the saucer hasn't had a glow. Or a light of any kind, for that matter.
That proves it. What next, Lieutenant?
Oh, Lieutenant, maybe this doesn't mean much, but Jamie and me found a grave that looks like it's been busted into.
What? Where?
Why, what?
Come on, man, out with it. We haven't got all day to waste.
Oh, just over there beyond the crib.
All right, show us the way.
Look, here it is, Lieutenant.
It's been broken into, all right.
Strange. If someone had broken in, the dirt should be piled up here somewhere. It looks like it's fallen into the grave.
Larry, you'll be out of that uniform before you know it.
Do we have the right to look down there, Lieutenant?
Technically, no.
No?
Well, this spot looks familiar, though. Yeah, we shouldn't investigate any further without the permission of next of kin.
Let's go get it.
How? I see what you mean. The gravestone's down there.
Well, let's go down and find out whose grave it is.
How?
By going down and finding out.
Are you sure you mean that, Lieutenant?
If I didn't mean it, I wouldn't have said it. Scared?
Well, why do I always get hooked up with these spook details? Monsters, graves, bodies. Oh, all right. Casket's here, but nobody's in it.
Can you read the name on the casket?
It's too dark. Give me a flashlight.
How about a match?
We sure could try it. Let me have them.
Okay.
It's Inspector Clay's grave, but he ain't in it.
But meanwhile, at the Pentagon in Washington, D.C.,
Right, G2. Come in. Yes, of course. I'll keep in touch. Come in, Colonel Edwards. Close the door. At ease, Colonel.
Thank you, sir.
Sit down. I understand, Colonel, you've been on tap for many of our saucer attacks.
I'm in charge of field operations, sir.
You believe there are such things as flying saucers, Colonel?
Yes, sir.
You've seen them?
Yes, sir.
You realize there's a government directive stating that there is no such thing as a flying saucer?
Yes, sir.
You stand by your statement that you've seen flying saucers?
Well, yes, sir.
This could mean a court-martial, admitting this against direct orders.
General Roberts, may I speak freely?
You may.
How could I hope to hold down my command if I didn't believe in what I saw and shot at?
I like you, Colonel.
Thank you, sir.
There are flying saucers. There's no doubt they are in our skies. They've been there for some time.
What are we going to do about them?
Who knows?
Then they really are there.
I thought you were convinced of that.
I am.
We've had contact with them.
Contact? How?
Radio.
They speak our language?
Well, not quite. We've received messages from their spaceships. For a while, it came in as just a lot of jumbled noise.
And now, sir?
Well, since they first tried contact with us by radio, we've developed a language computer. A machine that breaks down any language to our own.
General, what's this all got to do with me?
Well, you've been in charge of saucer field activity for a long while. I think it's about time you heard these recordings. Do you mind?
Mind? Huh, I'm anxious.
This is Eros, a space soldier from a planet of your galaxy. I fully realize our language differences. However, I also know you finally have perfected the dictorobotery, or as you on Earth call it, the language computer. So you can now understand that which I speak. Since the beginning of your time, we have been far beyond your planet. It has taken you centuries to even grasp what we developed eons of your years ago. Do you still believe it impossible we exist? You didn't actually think you were the only inhabited planet in the universe. How can any race be so stupid? Permit me to set your mind at ease. We do not want to conquer your planet, only save it. We could have destroyed it long ago if that had been our aim. Our principal purpose is friendly. I admit we have had to take certain means which you might refer to as criminal. But that is because of your big guns which have destroyed some of our representatives. If you persist in denying us our landings, then we must only accept that you do not want us on friendly terms. We then have no alternative but to destroy you before you destroy us. With your ancient juvenile minds, you have developed explosives too fast for your minds to conceive what you are doing. You are on the verge of destroying the entire universe. We are a part of that universe. This is our last...
That's the end of that one. Atmospheric conditions in outer space often interfere with transmitting.
How many of these recordings do you have, General?
An even dozen up to now. This was the last one. We received it over a month ago.
Do you think they mean business?
We can't afford to take any chances. Come over here. You ever been to Hollywood?
Oh, a couple of times, a few years ago.
You're going to be there in the morning. Just a few minutes from Hollywood, in the town of San Fernando, reports have come in of saucers flying so low the exhaust knocked people to the ground. There have even been stated claims of saucer landings. Major Carlson will replace you while you're out there. You're the best man for the job of attempting to contact them. Find them, Colonel. See what in hell it is they want.
All right, sir.
These are confidential reports, Colonel. Read them over carefully on the plane. Turn them over to intelligence when you get to Los Angeles. They'll have further orders for disposition.
Yes, sir.
Colonel Edwards?
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
We are ready to report, Excellency.
You are many days late.
It was unavoidable. We tried to transmit via televisor, but atmospheric conditions made transmission impossible.
You should have transmitted as soon as conditions permitted.
I thought time was of the essence. Suspicion has fallen upon our movements. Our ships have been viewed near the point of operations.
And what has this added time gained, Eros?
We have successfully risen 3 of the dead ones.
Permit me to see one.
Bring in the big one. Use your small electrode gun.
I have taken 2 ships from your command.
But that will leave only my ship.
It is necessary that you continue your mission alone. I have need of your other ships elsewhere. Even though you have risen 3 of the Earth's dead, the plan is far from successful. And you, Eros, must prove it an operational success before more time, energy, ships, and your countrymen may be spent on it.
We will not fail. Everything is on our side.
Not everything. You do not have the live Earth people. You reported that your ship was viewed at the scene of your present operations.
That is correct.
They have been viewed many times, but not at the scene of operations. Something must be done about that.
Stop him, Tanner. He's close enough. Turn off your electrode gun. No! No! Stop him, Dennis!
I can't get it. It's jammed.
Grab him, you fool!
Drop the gun to the floor, Tanner. The metal will break contact.
That was too close.
Yes. Bring the giant here that I may get a better look at him. Yes, he's a fine specimen. Are they all as powerful on planet Earth?
This one is an exception, Excellency.
What are the other two like?
One is a woman, the other an old man.
An old man, you say?
Yes, Excellency.
This gives me a plan. Put the big one away.
Pick up your electrode gun. Make sure it's in working order before pointing it at him.
Whatever made it jam seems to have been cleared by the fall.
Take him back to the ship.
The old one must be sacrificed. Re-land on Earth. Send the old one to enter a dwelling. Then cut the electrokinetic and turn on your ship's decomposure ray. The result will astound those watching. Astound them enough to delay their intention until you have gained your other recruits from the cemetery.
Yes, Excellency. It'll be done.
Report to me when this has been accomplished. Eros, the Earth people are getting closer to that which we fear. Since they will not listen or respect our existence, they cannot help but believe our powers when they see their own dead walking round again, brought about by our advancement and such things. As soon as you have enough of the dead recruits, march them on the capitals of the Earth. Let nothing stand in your way. Their own dead will be used to make them accept our existence and believe in that fact.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know much about things, but I know a lot about a lot of other things. So, remember, if you ever want to check out some of the latest cool stuff, go to monstermadhouse.com. Go on your computer. Remember what a computer is? www.monstermadhouse.com.
Or send us a letter.
Write us a letter. Draw us a picture. We'll put it on TV. Send it to the North Pole. We need pictures. This movie might freak you out a little bit tonight. I just want to warn you.
Freak me out.
It's a giant bull monster called Pulgasari. You've heard of it?
I'm here, right? Nothing should
I'm sorry, did I
weird
yell?
me out. Just a little bit.
You don't have it. All right, break it up, break it up. Break it up, break it up. I got the hog, got the numb truck, got the hog, got the hog, got the numb truck,
Careful with that.
What are you doing? You like my, hello?
Hello.
Will you do me a favor while you're down there?
Maybe.
Will you? Here, hold that. Here, you stay right there. Why is she always on her knees? But yeah! Man! anything during the times of hard times of healthcare emergencies and stuff, and everybody's sick and old. You know, what are you gonna do, man? You know, go to our website, Attack of the 50-foot woman.
Oh, yeah.
Scary stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
See when that big hand comes? Big old hand. Attack of the 50-foot
Once a normal, voluptuously beautiful woman, she drove into a nightmare of horror and saw descending from the sky a titanic monster whose fearsome touch became a frightful curse.
You think I'm drunk, don't you? All of you! I'm not drunk! I'm not! You've got to believe me.
Please.
It was right in the middle of the highway, 30 feet tall.
Once she's in the booby hatch, throw the key away. That'll put you in the driver's seat. You'd make a wild driver, Harry. With $50 million.
What she saw was beyond belief until others, too, faced its hideous, uncontrollable menace. Attack of the 50-foot woman, incredibly huge, with incredible desires for love and vengeance.
It's crazy scary stuff. She didn't eat nobody though. If it was a new movie, she stepped on a couple though. She didn't step on it.
You did. I'll bring a
What
camera.
is that sound?
Documented. You can use it for sound effects.
You spring a little cinnamon, it's okay.
A little cinnamon, it all goes away. All right, let's cut back to another part of Plan 9. From outer space.
Mr. Miss Strand, this is Colonel Edwards from Washington, D.C.
Good evening, Colonel.
Hello, Colonel.
Colonel would like to ask you a few questions.
Questions? What about, Colonel? May I, sit down?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please do.
I want to ask you about your strange experience the other night when you saw the flying saucer.
After that, the police brought me home. I hope I never see such a sight again.
Well, after your description, I don't think I'd want to see it either. One thing more. After you were forced to the ground by that blast of wind, was it a hot or cold blast?
It's kind of hard to explain. It wasn't hot, wasn't cold. It was just a terrific force. We couldn't get off the ground.
The light blinded me so badly, I couldn't see a thing. We could only feel the pressure of the wind until it was gone. When the glare left us, we could see a glowing ball disappearing off in the distance,
Which way?
toward the cemetery.
This is the most fantastic story I've ever heard.
And every word of it's true, too.
That's the fantastic part of it.
Colonel, we found a lot of suspicious things out in that cemetery. But then again, didn't find anything to base a fact or suspicion on. Hey, you hear anything? You see anything out there, Kelton?
Too dark, Lieutenant.
But
Something started stinking awful bad. There's something out there.
What do you make of that?
She got me. Didn't look that way a minute ago.
What about your man?
Oh, the excitement, I forgot all about Kelton.
He'll be all right in a few minutes.
Did you see that thing? Did you get it?
We got it.
What was it? It didn't fall. I fired every bullet I had.
So did I. I don't know what it was or what happened. But unless that bag of bones over there can reassemble itself, it's out of the running now.
This must be like part 8.5, or we're already at part like 9 or something. I don't even know. Just hold on. This movie's got to get over with. We're running out of stuff. Want to see something cool? Hey, look at this. Look at this.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty
It's a Monster Madhouse t-shirt.
That there is a mirror image of, well...
Go to monstermadhouse.com and you can get one that he hasn't defouled, you know. It's your own. Hey.
True story.
So you what else we got? Oh, yeah.
Get yours today. Grandma oil. For all your needs.
Now, he's always trying to sell stuff that has not been tested by the FDA.
Get a worn out wellness. $5.99 all day long. Come on, right here.
You know what F means? If I type the letter F in the post.
Colonel, I've been out here so often you think I've taken a lease on this place.
Not a long lease, I hope.
I see what you mean. But you know, I can't help but feel the answer's out here somewhere.
Is the girl safe?
Mrs. Trent, you better stay with the car.
Stay here alone? Not on your life.
Modern women.
Yeah, they've been that way all down through the ages, especially in a spot like this.
Calvin. Yes, sir. Stay with Mrs. Trent.
All right, Lieutenant.
Now, you stay close to the officer, honey.
I'd feel safer with you.
Now, the lieutenant knows best.
Well, I don't like it, but I guess there isn't much I can do about it.
You have a gun?
No.
You know how to use one? After 4 years in the Marine Corps? Here.
You think we'll need these?
You never tell. Let's get going. Would expect to find out here. Well, there's only one answer to that, Mr. Trent. We'll know when we find it. Inspector Clay's grave's right over here.
Is that the one you told me was broken into?
Yes.
This it?
Yeah.
Looks to me like someone had broken out instead of in.
I figured that, but that's impossible.
I wonder.
Look, Colonel, some things just can't happen.
Yeah, well, after that apparition that was draped across Mr. Trent's patio, I would say we should keep our minds open to anything.
Look, Colonel, I'm a policeman. I've got to deal in facts. But I guess I'll have to go along with you. You know, I'll bet my badge right now we haven't seen the last of those weirdies.
They'll discover our ship soon.
You're going to let them find us?
It's the only way. These are the same men who have been so close so often. They must be halted before they can inform others about us.
But there were others in the car.
They'll be taken too. Send the big one for the girl and the policeman. I'll turn on the dictorobatary so we may converse with them.
Barking up the wrong tree. One thing a policeman learns, Mr. Trent, is patience.
Where's that burn spot you mentioned?
Right over there. Look. We'll investigate, but move carefully.
Two more, and you will be the first live Earth people ever to enter a celestial ship.
Wow. Boy, how can anything that big hide for so long a time?
Never heard metal sound like that before. What do you see?
Only my reflection. Must be some kind of one-way glass.
I wonder how you get into this thing.
I'm not sure I want to find out.
They're just outside. You can open the outer hatch now.
Look out! You going in that thing?
That's what we're here for.
I don't know. The way these things speed around, we might just get in there and off it goes.
That's a chance we take.
Well, I took a chance on those earlier airplanes. Might just as well see what the inside of one of these looks like. Got your guns ready? I'll tell you one thing. If a little green man pops out at me, I'm shooting first and asking questions later.
Hey, do you want to see something cool?
Maybe.
Okay. How about the Monster Madhouse cartoon?
Yes.
Yeah, versus Dracula.
Thursday in the big city, our heroes, Carlos Borloff and Lizard Man, try to enjoy an evening of basic cable TV.
We interrupt Bad Babysitter Confessions to bring you this breaking news. This is Gil Rancer with an up-to-the-minute news flash that may seem totally implausible, but we assure you it's true. Please try not to panic, but big monsters are attacking the city. That's correct, we're under attack. Emergency responders are overwhelmed as crushed buildings erupt into flames. This live monster cam shows the giant behemoths wrecking our recently gentrified craft beer district. It does seem that there's no way of stopping these hideous creatures as they make their way to the center of town. Can anyone stop these vandals on the loose? Can anyone save the city? Those monsters sure look angry. This is unbelievable. It's incredible.
What now? Maybe something better's on Channel 12. No, dude. Wonder who's behind all this.
Apparently, Count Dracula himself has escaped from the asylum for the monstrously insane and has raised these monsters to exact his revenge on the city. If only some super monster hunting heroes could answer the call.
I bet we could take these monsters out. Yeah, those monsters look like wimps. Count Dracula's bad news. Yeah, Count Dracula's a bad dude. I bet we could get famous from this.
Save us? Can anyone save us? This is terrible. Please stay tuned for more news and information right here. I cannot believe this is still happening. Boy, that monster really is just tearing up the city. Why is this happening?
Several blocks from the scene, our heroes have a plan.
We don't have a plan, but I think I know what we should do. What's the plan, man? Let's get the monster cycle. We'll need weapons. Let's rock.
Thought things couldn't get more absurd, enter Count Dracula.
I'm Dracula. Blah. No! No! No!
Anytime now.
Oh, my clown training is useless.
Stand back, citizens. We've got this under control. We are here to fight these monsters.
Dracula has retreated to the underworld after his villainous giant monsters that he controlled are finally beaten. The big city, at long last, is saved.
Our heroes won. With the fight over, our tired and battle-weary champions speed home on the monster cycle to enjoy the lavish glory of a hero's welcome for a job well done.
Reports are coming in from all over about 2 heroes on the scene.
They're talking about us on television. We're heroes, man! Set for life. This is gonna be awesome. Yeah, man, this is cool.
The mayor wants to give them the key to the city and a lifetime supply of guitar picks and stuffed French toast.
All right!
Of course, no one got a good look at our possible saviors. We do have some stray reports and these artist sketches of two street musicians who may have some information about the incident. We may never know who they really are.
With everything back to normal, that the city is safe for now.
See you next time. Same monster time, same monster channel.
Blah.
They're in the outer chamber now. Eros, do we have to kill them?
Yes.
Seems such a waste.
Well, wouldn't it be better to kill a few now than, with their meddling, permit them to destroy the entire universe?
You're always right, Eros.
Of course. But those are not my words. Those are the words of the ruler.
You two stay right where you're at.
We will do as you command. For the moment.
No for the moment about it. You just do as I tell you.
You do not need guns.
Maybe we think we do.
They would be of no use to you now.
They've been mighty useful before on flesh and blood. And you two look like you've got a lot of both.
True, they would be effective upon us. If you were to have the opportunity to use them.
Mister, if you don't get away from that control board, I'll show you just how effective they can be.
Shall we talk now or wait? Your friends will be here shortly.
What friends?
Those you left at the vehicle.
If you've done anything to Paula...
Take it easy, Mr. Trent. Oh, I assure you no harm has come to her. Would you like to see?
Next time you try that, I won't aim at the board.
You're a headstrong young man. I was only going to turn on the televisor so you could see her movements.
Go ahead, my friend, but move very carefully.
She's only fainted.
You fiend.
I? A fiend? I am a soldier of our planet. I? A fiend? We did not come here as enemies. We came only with friendly intentions, to talk, to ask your aid.
Our aid?
Yes, your aid for the whole universe. But your governments of Earth refused even to accept our existence. Even though you've seen us, heard our messages, you still refuse to accept us.
Why is it so important that you want to contact the governments of our Earth?
Because of death. Because all you of Earth are idiots.
Now, you just hold on, Buster.
No, you hold on. First was your firecracker, a harmless explosive. Then your hand grenade. They began to kill your own people a few at a time. Then the bomb. Then a larger bomb. Many people are killed at one time. Then your scientists stumbled upon the atom bomb. Split the atom.
Then the hydrogen bomb, where you actually explode the air itself. Now you can brings the total destruction of the entire universe served by our sun. The only explosion left is the solarite.
Why, there's no such thing.
Perhaps to you, but we've known it for centuries. Your scientists will stumble upon it as they have all the others. But the juvenile minds which you possess will not comprehend its strength until it's too late.
You're way above our heads.
The solarite is a way to explode the actual particles of sunlight.
Why, that's impossible.
Even now, your scientists are working on a way to harness the sun's rays. The rays of sunlight are minute particles. Is it so far from your imagination they cannot do as I have suggested?
Why, a particle of sunlight can't even be seen or measured.
Can you see or measure an atom? Yet you can explode one. A ray of sunlight is made up of many atoms.
So what if we do develop this solarite bomb? We'd be even a stronger nation than now.
Stronger. You see? You see? Your stupid minds. Stupid! Stupid!
That's all I'm taking from you.
Get back here, you fool!
Let him finish.
It's because of men like you that all must be destroyed. Headstrong, violent, no use of the mind God gave you.
You talk of God?
You also think it impossible that we too might think of God? You, who wear the uniform of your country. You see, I wear the uniform of my country. Yes, we've had to use drastic means to get to you, but you left us no alternative. When you have the solarite, you have nothing. Nor does the universe.
You speak of solarite, but just what is it?
Take a can of your gasoline. Say, this can of gasoline is the sun. Now, you spread a thin line of it to a ball, representing the earth. Now, the gasoline represents the sunlight, the sun particles. Here we saturate the ball with the gasoline, the sunlight. Then we put a flame to the ball. The flame will speedily travel around the earth, back along the line of gasoline to the can, or the sun itself. It will explode this source and spread to every place that gasoline, our sunlight, touches. Explode the sunlight here, gentlemen. You explode the universe. Explode the sunlight here, and a chain reaction will occur direct to the sun itself and to all the planets that sunlight touches, to every planet in the universe. This is why you must be stopped. This is why any means must be used to stop you. In a friendly manner, or as it seems, you want it.
He's mad.
Mad? Is it mad that you destroy other people to save yourselves? You have done this. Is it mad that one country must destroy another to save themselves? You have also done this. How then is it mad that one planet must destroy another who threatens the very existence?
That's enough! In my land, women are for advancing the race, not for fighting man's battle. Life is not so expansive on my planet. We don't cling to it like you do. Our entire aim is for the development of our planet.
You're like, hey, what are you doing with the balloon? Yeah, we're pretty burned out. We haven't done a show since, when's the last time we did a show, man? Christmas time! Christmas! The last time we did a show. Look, we got cameras here. It's kind of like me at home. I'll be sitting there looking at my phone and looking at my computer. And looking at my phone and looking at my computer. And I'm like, they're both looking into your computer. Yeah, so we're live on the Facebook. Let's see, let's turn this camera around. Let's get the rolling. Now people are happy. Wasn't that a Sammy Hagar song? Sammy Stay Around?
Turn this thing around, Sammy, man.
That was Sammy Hagar.
What's this doctor guy doing here?
Oh,
no! See, what do you got here? You got special tools here. Come up and show them.
Come on here. Back.
What do you got? What is that?
It's a surgical tool.
That's pretty good. You can cut things with that. And it folds up. How do you do that? Look at that. Wow. I need 3 of those.
Where was that tail? You take that one away from him.
No.
Yes. No. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
That guy plays hard to get, doesn't he? All right, well, you know what? Everybody, a lot of people have seen this movie. Have you ever seen Plan 9 from Outer Space? No. Okay, there's one. You ever seen Plan 9 from Outer Space?
Yes.
Duh.
Yes, I have.
Have you ever seen Plan 9 from Outer Space?
Every night I watch it.
Okay, yes. Oh, let's see, what about Big Phil? Big Phil.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Plan 9 from Outer Space?
No, I haven't. No.
You haven't?
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
Okay. Now let me ask this chick over here. Come here, stand up, sweetheart. Look at this girl. Girls are weird, man. Girls are weird.
No! This is my last word. No!
That's what women love to say to me. I thought when I was a teenager, I thought my name was. No!
Listen to me. I forgot what I was going to ask.
What happened to you?
How come you're all alone? I asked for lots of help.
You sounded drunk or something on the radio.
If I didn't see it with my own eyes, I'd never believe it.
Believe what?
It was horrible. And he almost broke my shoulder.
Look, what are you trying to say? If you don't make sense, we'll never get to the bottom of this. Now, who slugged you?
Inspector Clay.
What?
It was Clay, all right. Only not like we remembered him. Well, his leg was busted into, wasn't it?
Next, you'll tell me you saw skeletons.
We did, earlier.
Now I know you're off your rocker.
All of us saw it. The lieutenant, the colonel, everybody.
Where's the lieutenant now?
We've got to find him. Mrs. Trent is gone. I was left here to guard her. But Clay showed up and put me out of the running. And the second time tonight, and I'm getting darn tired of it.
Which way were they going?
Off that way.
Come on.
Then one day it could all be gone. One big puff of smoke and ball of fire. All that out there, the stars, the planets, all just an empty void.
You two had better come along with us.
Come with you? Where?
The police station.
So it seems you think you have the upper hand. Look out that window.
Jeff.
She is unarmed, but he would kill in seconds if I so choose.
Holy cow! Look there. It's Clay, all right. There's no mistaking that.
And he's got Mrs. Trent.
Get your gun ready.
From all I've seen tonight, guns won't do any good. Clay is dead, and we buried him. How are we going to kill somebody that's already dead? Dead! And yet there he stands. That other one earlier, I emptied a full clip into.
I'm seeing it. That's the only reason I'm listening to you. Look, I've got an idea. Hurt him or not, we've got to try something. I'm going to sneak up behind him and whop him over the head. That ought to make a move. Follow me.
Even when Clay was alive, he couldn't run fast enough to catch me. So when he does, you grab Mrs. Trent and run like lightning in the opposite direction.
Oh, you think it'll work?
Know of anything else to try?
Oh, I'll be all right. Take care of the others.
Your men have felled the big one. This could only happen because the electrode ray is off. He'll walk again when I turn it on.
Hold it. Right there. Suppose the lieutenant and the others are in that thing.
Well, supposing there are Martians or something in there.
Come on, let's go. Open up in there. Open up. Get that door open. Colonel, I wouldn't know one switch from another.
Hold on to him, Eros. I'll have the ship in the air in a minute.
Get out of here, Jeff. The ship's on fire.
I wonder if that's the last we'll see of them.
Perhaps. But sooner or later, there'll be others.
Look!
Have they caught that woman? That thing yet?
Hey, that's right. There's another ghoul running loose. And it's my guess that she'll look like him. With the ship and the ray gun gone, they have no control. We gotta hand it to them, though. They're far ahead of us.
My friend, you have seen this incident based on sworn testimony. Can you prove that it didn't happen? Perhaps on your way home, someone will pass you in the dark, and you will never know it, for they will be from outer space. Many scientists believe that another world is watching us this moment. We once laughed at the horseless carriage, the airplane, the telephone, the electric light, vitamins, radio, and even television. And now some of us laugh at outer space. God help us in the future.
There's a sequel to the remake of Plan 9.
What they call Plan 10?
Sequel to the remake of Plan 9. You would think
That'd be too intelligent.
you think it would be called Plan 10. Look at her, perfectly standing there, all divided up evenly. Plan 10 from outer space. That's going to be my movie. Thank you. Copyright me? No. Yes.
No.
So. No, the sequel to Plan 9 is the retelling of the story Manos, Hands of Fate. Manos. The Hands of Fate. And director Johnny Johnson is the guy doing this too.
See, I gotta get it on the camera.
Sounds like Thanos, but it's Manos. And he's got the cape. And the capes were designed by the guy who directed the movie's daughter that actually have the same juju that they shot with the original movie. It's pretty wild. Wild. Crazy. Let's show. Here's the trailer for Manos, Hands of Fate.
Reindeers out there, we just got the word. The war in Montana is over. Our boys are coming home.
Super modern.
Can I get you gals anything?
Hi, yeah, we're looking for the Valley Lodge for the Howlers Christmas party.
Yeah, we heard it was on Highway 10, the road that's out there. Our GPS went out, and we were just wondering, have you heard of it?
So it's another Christmas for the citizens of Nilbog, and man, it's a hot one.
It's just like what a pig says when it's hot. I'm baking. The last time us Nilbogians celebrated a holiday, it did not go so well.
No, that's not what you're going to do. You're not going to go onto his property. That's a lot of...
But we're not going to let that horrible day bring us down.
Damn straight we're not.
So I have just the treat to get us back in beat. I'm going to bring back my old show.
The Backflash, the looking back, looking forward show with solid oldies covered by
you ladies
solid
should...
And I've got the perfect song to kick us off. So everyone out there, be smart, be safe, wrap up in your presents.
And have another strong mug of eggnog for old boss man Mike.
What is the boogeyman? What would you say gives them power? Fear. Fear of the unknown.
Is a suitcase and a trunk.
Or is it the fear of what you cannot see, but know is there?
Satisfied
What is always there?
he's all drunk.
If I told you the boogeyman, she had a name. She is older than time. Vast in space. She is under your bed.
She who lives within the shadows of your closet. She is the reason why you take those last couple of stairs. A little faster. She is Madhouse.
And God, I know I'm one.
I like it. It's good. That wasn't me, by the way. Is that balloon better than bleach? That balloon is still going. Jesus, you got a lot of wind in your sails.
Oh wait, that's upside down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh God.
That's upside
All
down.
right. Well, dude, you look like a
Say,
Saudi Arabian guy.
Don't mind me.
Are you from Iran?
No.
Yeah, I can see.
Definitely not.
Look at that face.
Japanese.
Look at that nose. Look at that. He's eating. Can you tell me? Can you tell me?
No.
Doctor, can you tell me?
This guy's been fixing plumbing for years.
I think we're done.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, I think we're done.
No.
I think we're done. Yes. We are done. What else can we promote? Everybody come in here in the middle.
We can promote us seeing you again in about another month. How's that? No. Well, we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah. Anyway, we've been getting all of this on tape with the real cameras. We're gonna shut off with the live video right now because you know what? Facebook is a waste of time. Get a reel, go out and do something. Go outside and play. Turn off the computer. Go outside barefoot. Step on some slides or do something.
Play with your face.
You know,
Get
do
a
something.
face.
Go outside. Play in the dirt.
And I make this commercial as I'm broadcasting my
You know-
commercial on Facebook.
Exactly. So anyway, we're gonna sign off. We're wasting enough time. Adios. See ya. Wouldn't want to be.
Glad you got to see us. Bye, Mom. Happy 675th birthday.
No, the TV cameras are still on. So.
675th birthday.
And then we'll see you next time on Monster Madhouse. Go to monstermadhouse.com. So anyway, tune in next time, Monster Madhouse. Thanks for watching, and go do something.
Experimental.
Through the door, right? Don't get out of here.
Bye.
I'm gone.
I gotta ship.
Go again.
Bye. Oh, I gotta go through the special door.
Over there.
You bunch of clowners.
Ding, ding, ding. Whoa. Alright. Alright, I guess, cut, right? Cut. Good! Hey, my eyes are up here. Stop it.